The New York Times ran a headline saying that China's wolf warrior diplomacy is back with threats aimed at Japanese leaders. The Wall Street Journal, in a piece titled "Why China Picked a Fight with Japan," opens by accusing China's wolf warriors of picking a new target. The Japan Times also ran a commentary on Wednesday that used wolf warrior diplomacy as a cudgel again, complaining that Chinese consular activity is disturbing and no longer limited to just online saber rattling. Even the US ambassador to Japan, Lam Glass, jumped into the fray. He tweeted that Chinese diplomats' masks had slipped and called on Beijing to live up to its oft-repeated but often ignored promise to be a good neighbor. But tell me, who is actually flipping the script and breaking the good neighbor pledge here? Who is abandoning the spirit of the diplomatic friendship that once underpinned normalization? Who is raising the specter of national survival to gin up support for a military intervention fantasy between Japan and China? That looks a whole lot like betrayal, not the other way around. Yet the US ambassador seems deaf and deliberately blind. What the US and Japanese media are doing by force-fitting the wolf warrior label on China is quite simple. It's a propaganda play, a narrative war to brand, shape, and manipulate public perception. Fine. Since the ambassador has decided to wade into this, let's ask plainly. The US has just staged its biggest show of force in the Caribbean and looks ready to hit Venezuela if it wants. So should the State Department, which keeps beating the war drum, be the real home base for wolf warrior diplomacy? Did the US Secretary of State himself repeatedly boast about being either at the table or on the plate? Now that sounds like a bona fide wolf warrior declaration. Mr. Ambassador, care to step up and explain